Every single one of us is trapped in an invisible prison. But here's the catch. Most of us don't even know it exists. Today, we're diving into Earth Toi's 7 mind-blowing secrets that expose this hidden cage and show you the way out. These aren't just ideas. They're game changers that will redefine how you see reality. And the final secret? It's the key that changes everything. Let's begin. Secret number 1, the illusion of time. Pause for a second. Stop everything you're doing. Just breathe. Notice this moment. Did your mind immediately jump to what's next, or what you should have done differently? That's the trap. According to Earth Toi, the present moment is all that truly exists. The past and future, they're just mental constructs. Think about it. When you remember something from years ago, it's happening now as a thought. When you worry about tomorrow, it's just imagination, right here in this moment. This realization is simple but profound. Most of us live like life is something waiting to happen later or something we've already left behind. But when you focus entirely on the now, something shifts. Time stops feeling like a weight pulling you in opposite directions. It dissolves. Here's a challenge. As you listen to this, notice how your mind tries to escape this exact moment. Is it distracting you with plans, judgments, or random thoughts? Catching your mind in the act is the first step to breaking free. The illusion of time isn't just an idea, it's the foundation of how we experience reality. Break free, and you'll uncover a deeper layer of presence that changes how you live, think, and connect with the world. Secret number 2, the pain body. Have you ever been hit by a wave of anger, fear, or despair so strong it felt like you weren't in control anymore? According to Earth Toi, this isn't just a mood, it's something deeper. It's called the pain body. The pain body is an energetic field made up of old emotional wounds, traumas, and unresolved experiences. It lives within you, waiting for triggers to reactivate. When it takes over, it can feel like you're being hijacked by your own emotions. Here's the good news. Awareness is the key to breaking free. The next time you feel a surge of negative emotion, pause and observe it without judgment. Ask yourself, is this reaction tied to the present situation, or is it the pain body at work? Earth Toi shares a life-changing insight. The pain body can't survive in the light of your conscious attention. When you observe it, you begin to detach from its influence. Over time, its grip on you weakens. This isn't just theory, it's transformational. By becoming aware of your pain body, you reclaim your ability to respond to life instead of reacting to it. Start small. The next time a negative emotion swells, silently acknowledge, this is the pain body. That moment of awareness alone is enough to begin dismantling its control. Secret number 3, the identity trap. Who are you, really? Most of us never ask this question, but it's the key to shattering the illusion that holds us captive. Earth Toi explains that much of our suffering comes from one fundamental misunderstanding. We confuse our true self with our story. Think about it. You carry an identity crafted by your past experiences, beliefs, and labels. I'm a parent. I'm a professional. I'm a failure. I'm someone who was hurt. But what happens when you strip all of that away? If you weren't your job, your achievements, or even your memories, who would you be? Here's a powerful exercise. Take a moment to observe your thoughts, as if you're watching someone else's mind. Notice how one thought leads to another, creating a constant stream of commentary. Now ask yourself, who is observing these thoughts? That silent awareness behind the mental chatter, that's the real you. This is what Earth Toi calls the observer consciousness. It's the part of you that isn't defined by your story or ego. When you step into this awareness, you realize something life-changing. Your thoughts, emotions, and experiences don't define you. They're just passing phenomena, like clouds drifting across the sky. Here's a liberating truth. The ego feeds on attachment and fear, convincing you that without your story, you're nothing. But the reality is the opposite. When you let go of false identities, you uncover a deeper, unshakable sense of being. The next time you feel stuck in a label or story, pause and ask, is this thought me, Or is it something I'm observing? That moment of questioning creates space for transformation. Secret number 4, the power of space. Your mind is like a cluttered room, filled with endless thoughts, emotions, and worries. Earth Toi reveals that this mental clutter keeps you trapped, but there's a way to create order and clarity. It begins with understanding the power of space. When you walk into a chaotic room, what's the first thing you notice? The mess. But what often goes unnoticed is the empty space that allows the room to exist at all. Your mind works the same way. Beneath the clutter of constant thinking is a vast field of conscious awareness, the space that makes your thoughts possible. Here's a simple exercise. Close your eyes for a moment and shift your focus away from your thoughts. Instead, direct your attention to the silence between them. That stillness? That's the space Earth Toi speaks of. It's always there, but it's often drowned out by the noise of the mind. This inner space isn't just a mental break. It's a gateway to peace, clarity, and creativity. The more you cultivate this awareness, the more your life begins to transform. Problems that once felt overwhelming start to dissolve, not because they vanish, but because you approach them from a place of stillness instead of chaos. Here's a hidden benefit. When your mind is less cluttered, you're no longer caught up in your own narrative. This allows you to truly listen and empathize, strengthening relationships and deepening your connection to the world. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask, what's here beyond the thoughts? That moment of awareness creates space, and in that space lies your freedom. Secret number 5, the surrender paradox. Most of us spend our lives resisting reality. We fight circumstances, struggle against emotions, and battle with what is. But Earth Toi introduces a counterintuitive truth. Fighting reality doesn't set you free. It's what creates suffering. The way out? Surrender. Now, surrender doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It's about actively accepting the present moment exactly as it is. It's saying, this is what's here right now, and I'm at peace with it. Here's a story. A woman stuck in a toxic job for years woke up every day filled with resentment. After discovering Earth Toi's teachings, she made a radical shift. Instead of resisting her situation, she chose to accept it fully. Within months, new opportunities began to appear, new roles, unexpected connections, and eventually, a completely different career path. Why does surrender work? Because resistance consumes energy and clouds your perception. When you stop resisting, you free up that energy, allowing clarity and creative solutions to emerge. Surrender isn't weakness, it's strength. It's aligning with reality instead of fighting it. Here's something to try. The next time you're faced with a situation that feels unbearable, pause and ask, what happens if I stop resisting this moment? You might notice an immediate shift. The tension softens, the mind quiets, and suddenly, there's space for new possibilities. This is the paradox of surrender. The more you accept what is, the more life begins to flow in your favor. Secret number 6, the now revolution. What if one principle had the power to end all suffering? Earth Toi teaches that this principle isn't just an idea, it's a revolution, and it begins with the now. The present moment is the only place where life truly happens. Everything else, regrets about the past or worries about the future, is just a mental construct. But here's the shocking part. Most of us spend our entire lives anywhere but the now. We live as though happiness, success, or peace exists in some distant future, just out of reach. Science backs this up. Studies show that people who are fully present report higher levels of happiness, even in challenging circumstances. Being present rewires how your mind interacts with reality. When you're present, you're no longer caught in the endless cycle of reacting to the past or anticipating the future. Instead, you respond to life with clarity and purpose. Here's a practical tip. Pick one activity today, whether it's drinking coffee, walking, or even washing dishes, and give it your full attention. Notice the sensations, the movements, the stillness behind the activity. This simple practice grounds you in the present and begins to shift your experience of reality. When you live in the now, life stops feeling like a race to the finish line. Instead, it becomes a series of rich, meaningful moments, each one an opportunity to connect with the essence of existence. Secret number 7, the ultimate truth. Everything we've explored so far, time, the pain body, identity, inner space, surrender, and the power of now, leads to this final secret. Earth. Toi calls it the ultimate truth. You are not a separate being experiencing life. You are life itself, expressing itself in this moment. Consciousness isn't something you have. It's what you are. This revelation dissolves the illusion of separation that keeps us trapped. We live as though we're isolated individuals, defined by our thoughts, roles, and stories. But the deeper reality is that there's no you and life. There's only life unfolding, and you are that unfolding. Here's an exercise to experience this truth. Close your eyes and sense the aliveness within your body. Not your thoughts or emotions, but the subtle energy of your being. That's consciousness, not as a concept, but as a living presence. When you connect with this, you'll notice the mind quiets, and a profound sense of peace takes its place. This ultimate truth is what all spiritual teachings point to. Once you grasp it, life transforms. Fear diminishes because you realize there's nothing to defend. The ego fades because it's no longer needed to define you, and suffering dissolves because you're no longer resisting what is. The most profound part? This isn't something you achieve, it's something you remember. It's been there all along, waiting for you to notice. So here's the question: are you ready to step into this awareness? Once you do, you'll see that life isn't happening to you. It's happening as you. And with that, everything changes. Today, we've uncovered Earth Toi's 7 mind-bending secrets about reality. From the illusion of time to the ultimate truth of consciousness, each insight has the power to shift your perspective and transform your life. But here's the real question: what will you do with this knowledge? These aren't just ideas to ponder, they're invitations to live differently. Take a moment to reflect. Which of these truths resonated most with you? Was it the revelation about the pain body, the freedom of surrender, or the profound simplicity of living in the now? The journey doesn't end here, it's only just begun. Each step toward awareness is a step out of the invisible prison. And as you move closer to the truth of who you are, life begins to open up in ways you never imagined. Here's one final thought to carry with you. Reality isn't something to resist, fear, or control. It's something to be embraced, experienced, and lived fully. And as you align with the present moment, you'll discover the peace, clarity, and joy that's been within you all along. If any of these secrets sparked something within you, share your thoughts in the comments. What insights did you have? What challenges are you facing? Let's continue this conversation and inspire each other to awaken to life's deeper truths. And don't forget, your next moment is waiting for you. Be present, be aware, and step into the freedom that comes with knowing the power of now.